Welcome to this week's session with the Putnam County District Library, the Guiding Ohio Online Grant. This week we're going to take a look at two different things that you can do in Google Chrome. One is adding information to your reading list, and the second is using the speech function where you can have Google Chrome actually read a page to you. So first of all, looking at the reading list, take it over to this next screenshot where we talk about a reading list in Google Chrome. It's similar to bookmarks, but it is focused on information that you're interested in reading later. So when you go to a web page and you find something and think, I don't have time right now, but I want to make sure I read that, you can put it into your reading list. This also syncs to your Google account, as well as it's available offline. So if you're not somewhere where you have an internet connection, you can actually see it offline and read this. So I'm going to go here to the Putnam County District Library page. I have a page pulled up where I have done a search for the Putnam County District Library. I am going to then, from there I clicked into, and I'm actually, instead of going to the library page, I'm going to go to, we're going to look at limeohio.com at the Lima News, and we have a page pulled up that's talking about Veterans Day, something that was in the paper. And I want to add this to my reading list. So to simply add something to a reading list, I go over to my star, where you notice you can bookmark this, but if I were to click on the star, I also have the option to add to a reading list. So I'm going to say add to reading list, and now when I click here with my reading list, I see this story, and notice it says unread. So I can click on the check mark here and mark it as read once I have done that. And then I also can just simply remove it. So I'm going to add one more so that you can see the difference. I'm going to go here to another article that was in the Sentinel that's about the army worms. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click here on the star, add it to my bookmarks, or add it where it says add bookmarks or to the reading list. I'm going to again add it to the reading list. Now when I go back to my reading list, I have the army worms as well as my Lima News Veterans story. And let's say that I have read the Lima News Veterans story. So I'm going to click on the check mark it as read, and notice anything that is unread jumps to the very top, and anything that you have read is down at the bottom below where it says pages you've read. And that is basically the reading list, and that's how easy it is to add information there that you might want to read later. The second thing that we're going to look at and talk about is how you can actually have an article read to you. So what I'm going to do is on this army list, on this Army Worms Marching On article, I'm going to simply click, and I'm going to click and drag and highlight this different information. So I've got this highlighted information here, and then I'm going to go up here to my edit, and when I go to edit, I go down here to speech, and I say start speaking. And when I click on start speaking,
as you may have heard or experienced firsthand, fall army worm caterpillars are present in NW Ohio, devouring lawns, pastures, and alfalfa fields. The fall army worm and the similar yellow stripes migrate into.
So that's going to read to me that whatever I have highlighted. Notice what I did to stop the reading was I simply went back to my speech, and I clicked on, I had the option to stop speaking. So that is how you can have information read to you instead of you having to read it yourself. You can have your computer read any information that you might want to have. This can come in very handy, especially with children if they need help with reading information that's on the web, or even for you or I as adults when we just simply want to have something read to us and maybe we're working on something else at the same time. So that is this week's session with the Putnam County District Library. I hope that you have found this useful and helpful. See you next week.